Howdy doody, Mystery Redacted here, aka Red, and it's been a while. Honestly, with all the moving about and school and stuff, it's been a busy almost a month now. Like, jeez, I've not really had the time to, do anything except sleep and work. But yeah, I'm in art university right now in in a completely different region. It doesn't feel that odd, it just kind of feels like a new place, you know? But it's very convenient if you have a bike. If you have a bike, the furthest place away is 20 minutes away on the bike, and there's trams and buses up the wazoo, but yeah. So a lot of things have been happening. I've been unpacking, repacking, unpacking again. A lot of really bad luck incidences have happened on my part. Pretty much, there was a guy that didn't know how to close a door correctly, and I saw some things I shouldn't have seen, and I can't even say that's the first time. That's the second time. I feel like God is up above just being like, you sure you're not interested in guys? Are you sure? If I show you it enough time, maybe you'll be interested. If you couldn't get it from that implications, I like women. I'm not 100% sure on my sexuality, I just realised that I've never really seen guys that I've been like, oh, he's handsome and all that. The ones that stick out the most for me are females. They're the ones that catch my eyes the most, which is very funny considering the fact that I draw mostly guys. If you're wondering on this one, they go by the name of Vertigo. I don't know why. That name just kind of stuck. And if you're wondering their gender, yes. Yes. They just go by they. But, yeah. So yeah, I've just been messing about, getting sick constantly, which has been a right pain in the butt. And also, university it's been fun. If you're interested in what you're doing, then of course university is fun. As I said, we're going to an art university, so the last 3 weeks we've been doing kind of different themes, and I found that I actually do like filmmaking. I do actually like it quite a lot. I don't know if I'd ever, start recording videos for YouTube other than my speed drawings. Who knows, I might, but I do enjoy recording. If I ever did do videos for YouTube, I'd probably ask to borrow one of their cameras, recording set, because they're really good cameras, really professional stuff with the professional lights and all that. It doesn't get your face half hot though. Standing under those, I had a whole day standing under lights, and at the end of the day I had a migraine. And when I told the guy that I had a migraine, he was like, oh, that's completely normal because you're working with the lights all the time. So yeah, it's not a bunch of fun times, but hey, it's professional cameras. They're really good, and they also have really good editing software, so it's one of those things. They say that with most things you can borrow it, and if not, then you're paying at a reduced price, so like I said, it's kind of 2 for 1. But yeah, I like filmmaking, but I'm not sure if I would be able to do YouTube videos, because I find that I'm pretty ambitious when it comes to those type of things, and so when I get too ambitious, what happens is just that it goes all over the place and takes me months to do, which isn't a whole lot of fun. If you're wondering, next week we're doing photography and also painting again. Yeah, we painted clouds last week, just clouds. I also found out this recipe that it's very interesting. Wouldn't know. I didn't know about it. But you can make your own paste called tempura. And what it is that you get an egg, you pretty much whisk it up, and then you put a bit of vinegar in it so that it doesn't whatchamacallit, it doesn't go off. And then if you have pigments, like coloured pigments, all you have to do is dip your brush into the tempura, dip it in a bit of pigment, and voila, you've got paint. And like, it's a very interesting technique. I was not expecting at all to be learning how to make paint. But there you go, I did. I also had one egg left at the end of the week, and I was like, what the hell am I going to do with this egg? I made an absolutely monstrosity of a meal, but it tasted nice, so was the complaint really. If you're wondering, you probably heard the wind there. I am currently kind of sitting out of my window in my pyjamas, talking into my phone, so if anyone sees me, they're gonna think I'm absolutely off my rockers. The reason is that I noticed very early on in my room that because I'm in a university residence, i.e., you know, you have your own little room and then there's 1,000 others in their own little room, the walls aren't exactly soundproof, and like you can hear everything from everywhere. Makes you a bit self-conscious at times, but you do what you gotta do. But yeah, everything else has been kind of there's been ups and downs, but there's nothing too dramatic going on. Except when I found out that my residence is on a hill, so that means every night when I come home, I have to go up a hill. I was not happy when I found out that fact. It was like, oh no. So down the hill's fine, I just get really cold. And then you have to go up the hill, and it's like, oh, that's the part I don't want to do. But yeah, learning how to adult as well. Like cleaning pots, cleaning ovens, and also washing, all the boring stuff. Like, I keep hearing people being like, oh yeah, I can't wait to be independent and all that. It's only when you are independent that you realise how much it sucks. Because it's like, you think with independence, you're going to get like, you're going to do everything you wanted to do, everything your parents told you not to do and all that. When really, it's just that you become both the child and the parent. Like, I'm not doing really anything I wouldn't do at home. Because after a while you realise that the price of living is a very high price to pay. And just, yeah, price of living then. It's like you're born and you immediately have debt. I don't know how people in America do it, because I heard the financial system over there is a hell of a lot worse. But yeah, finances, balancing act and all that, because like as soon as you gain independence, you just get more responsibilities. You have to worry about more stuff. You think you can just go out every night and it's like, your bank account's just like, you think you're going out tonight, huh? Oh no, buddy, you're broke. Yeah. That's why I kind of laugh at the people that says money doesn't make you happy. Those are obviously people that have the money. Like, money doesn't make me happy. No, but it'll make me more comfortable. Like, they always say that, you know, money doesn't make you happy. You should na. And to those people, I go, act like you only have £1 for a day and let's see how happy you are when your taxes come. It's like, I know money, what they're saying is, like, material possession won't make you happy. I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see that. But there's a lot less stress and paranoia in life if you have the money. If you know you can pay your taxes easily, if you know you can pay everything with ease and you don't have to scrimp, then of course it's going to be much easier on you. Like, I went pretty much dead broke last week, and I only had pasta and I could only eat pasta. I had literally no money for anything else. So for an entire week, I ate nothing but pasta and nothing else. There was nothing else that was nutritional in any way. I just had pasta and garlic seasoning. And honestly, my body did not like it, not one bit. I started getting shaky, lightheaded and all that. And so, yeah, you can tell me all you like that money doesn't make you happy, but I think then money would have made me happy because then I could actually have variations in my meal instead of just eating pasta for a straight week. But yeah, philosophy is one of those things. The philosophy of happiness and all that. Can you achieve true happiness? Nah. It's all a bunch of baloney. If ever I become a philosopher, I'll probably be one of those philosophers that'll be calling out bullshit on the fact that I'm a philosopher. Because, like, yeah, I can ask questions into the dark and all that. I can pull out theories out of my butt. But the thing is that I just think at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to live and be happy. Sometimes it's harder. Sometimes for others it's much, much harder. But that's what everyone's doing. We're just trying to live a happy and good life. There's people that try to stop us. There's people that are filled with hate and all that. And yeah, maybe it's from personal experience, but honestly, I don't think that really excuses things. It sure gives it a reason, but at the end of the day, you still hurt that person. Like, I'm all for second chances. I'm all for forgiveness and all that. But it's not a good excuse. You should always tell people how you feel. And if they don't take it into consideration, if they brush it off that you're being too sensitive and all that, then they're not really friends. Friends know when to stop. Friends know when to not go too far. It's like me and my best friend, we do all the regular stuff. We insult each other and all that. But we both know that when we get to a stopping point where one of us is becoming uncomfortable, we'll just say it out loud, and then that's it. If you have a friend that will just kind of go past what you're comfortable with, you've got to ask yourself if they're really a friend. It's alright to have different opinions, different arguments and all that, but if you find it uncomfortable, then you find it uncomfortable, and they should take your opinion into consideration. It doesn't mean they have to change their opinion on anything. It doesn't mean that they can no longer find whatever it is funny. It's just to you, you don't want to hear that. And that's fine. That's what I always try and do. I try to be tolerant. I think there's a lot more people that need to be just that, just tolerant. It's like with religions. I don't care which religion you are. I don't care, really. I don't care if you're Buddhism or whatever, Muslim, Christian. I don't honestly care. As long as you're not shoving your religion down my throat and telling me that I'm going to go to hell for my sins, I'm completely fine with whatever you're doing. You have a right to do that, and I have the right to live as I want to. And that's, like, it's not illegal to believe in something else. It's not. It's stupid, the people that think it is. But it's not it's our right to believe in whatever we want to believe in. And I'm not going to try and change your perception of that, because maybe you've experienced something completely different to me. But yeah, the problem is we're kind of the people that don't speak up as much, the ones that are just tolerant with everything, because we don't really see a reason to. And I know that's bad. I keep trying to speak up more, but I find the people that are more tolerant are the ones that are more quiet. And it's hard. It is hard. I can understand why there's a lot of fights and stuff. And I try and be more active. I try to split them up and talk about tolerance and all that, but some people just don't want to hear it. The only thing I'm not tolerant of is intolerance. But yeah. Anyone that knows me can tell you that whenever it comes to like, oh, I'm afraid of X group because of X group, I'm always the one that does a counter argument to it. Because I really hate when people are lumped together. I really do hate it. The current ones are like ISIS and Muslims and stuff. And I absolutely hate when people lump people together because one part did something bad. Like, if we're going that way, no one's free of anything. Everyone has sinned from the day they were born because they're X group. There's tolerant Christians and there's intolerant Christians. There's always bad apples. There always is. It's never going to change. No matter how much we fight and scream, there's always will be bad apples. But we just gotta learn to not plaster the act of one person on a group of people. But yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent there. I don't know how I got onto that tangent. I guess I just feel very passionate about it. But yeah, it's just because where I am currently, there's a lot more diversity. Whereas like where I came from, which was the countryside, there really wasn't. There's a lot of diversities in big cities. But yeah, this is Mystery Redacted signing off.